substance or radiations. The first one is that these radiation affects the central nervous system. So that's why it is very harmful, because it is going to affect our central nervous system. The next harmful effect is that if these radiation are bombarded on the DNA or somehow it get affect on the DNA, then what happens? They are going to cause the hereditary disorder. That means that defect is going to pass on from one generation to another generation. So that's why these radiations are very harmful, because it affect the DNA and then ultimately they cause the hereditary disorder. The next is they used to cause the diseases like skin cancer when exposed to radiations and leukemia. So these are the very harmful effects of the radioactive substance and radiations on the human being as well as on the living organisms. Now students, let's see the uses of radioactive isotopes. These isotopes used in various fields like industrial field, agriculture and medical field. Let's see one by one. In industrial field, the first is it is used in radiography, that is to detect the faults in metal work. The second use is it is used as a luminescent paint, means to make certain object visible in dark so that they can illuminate light. For example, you have seen some watches are having the radium. In the night they used to emit the light, radiate the light, and we can able to visible the numbers in the watch. The next is they use in a ceramic article again for their luminous color. So they used to illuminate color or light. That's why they use in ceramic articles also. Now in field of agriculture also radioactive substances are useful. For example, the genes and chromosomes that give seeds properties can be modified by radiation, and so we can get a very high quality of seed by changing their property with the help of the radioactive substance. Now the radioactive substance or radioactive isotopes are also useful in medical science. For example, the phosphorus 32 is used in treating polycythemia. Here you can see this is the cell structure for polycythemia and this is the normal one. Now another use is it is used in treating the bone cancer. For example, strontium 89 and the radium 223 are used in the treatment of the bone cancer. To detect the tumor also, boron 10 and iodine 131 are used to treat the tumor or to detect the tumor. Now students, there are so many chemicals are used in our day-to-day life. Let's see those chemicals. So the first one is a food color and essence. As you all know that so many food items are colorful items. For example, the sweets, cakes, ice cream. So in so many food items, these essence or the colors are used. Now sometimes these colors and the essence are harmful also for the health. So the excessive use of this color is not good for the health. The next chemical which is used widely in our day-to-day life is a dye. Now dye means a substance which used to impart a color on any other substance. So dye are used to dye the clothes, color the clothes. Dye are used to color the various boards and various articles. Similarly, dye are also used to color the hairs also. Dye are used in cosmetics, for example the lipstick and other chemicals used in our cosmetics. So dye are used for coloring some substance or for coloring purpose. Now these dyes are sometimes very harmful to us if we are going to use them directly. For example, the lipstick is colorful lipsticks are having some colors. Actually it is a type of a dye which is mixed and they are harmful to our skin. And the another one is the dye which is used for coloring the hairs. They are also harmful as they cause an irritation to our eyes and skin, sometimes cancer also. So these dyes are harmful for our health. Now the next is the artificial color. Apart from that, some artificial colors are also used. For example, during the Holi festival, we use various colors for playing Holi. Apart from that, for Rangoli also we use some colors. So these are some colors are used for painting. So some artificial colors are used in our day-to-day life. So they are useful in some small amount if it is used in proportion, but in some cases they are harmful if we are going to use them directly. They may cause skin irritation to our eyes, and they may cause us skin cancer also. So these artificial colors are also harmful. Now the next is deodorant. Now, this deodorant nowadays is widely used by all the youngsters to somehow to get rid of the odor. Now these deodorants are of various types. Some clinical deodorants are there, some normal deodorants are there, but these deodorants are used if they are used in moderate amount, then it is not harmful, but still if the excessive use of deodorant is done, then the deodorants are also harmful. Now the next is Teflon. Teflon is done in coating the kitchen utensils. You have seen some blackish colors utensil in your kitchen. The purpose is so that the substance should not stick to it, some oily substance should not stick to it. So the kitchen utensil is coated with the Teflon. Some electrical gadgets and electrical wires are also coated with the Teflon. So for coating some substance, Teflon is used. The another is a powder coating. Powder coating you have seen so many times that instead of paint, so we need to paint some iron articles to protect them from rusting. And so the powder coating is also done on some articles or substance so that to protect them from rusting. It is a hard coating, it is a little bit better than the normal paint. So the powder coating is done. Now the next one is the anodizing. Now this anodizing is a technique in which the aluminium metal are electrolyzed. During the electrolysis process, it reacts with the oxygen, and the anodizing is done on some kitchen utensils or articles so that to protect them from rusting, as well as the cooking substance should not get stick to the utensils. Ceramic is a heat-resistant substance formed by kilning an inorganic substance in water and hardening by heating. So this is an advanced type of a ceramic. So these type of utensils also used in earlier days. Nowadays as a decorative articles they are used. Similar to ceramic, the method of preparing ceramic just like the ceramic, porcelain, bone china, advanced clay, these are all prepared by cleaning some sort of clay and some chemical with the water and then heating them. In this process, a hard substance is formed, and with these substances, various different types of articles and substances are prepared. For example, the decorative pots or tiles. So these are the substances which are used in our day-to-day life. Since they are little bit hard, they are resist to water and air. They are also used in laboratory. These substances are having heat resistance, that's why they are also used in kitchen. So these are the various chemicals which we use in our day-to-day life. Out of these some chemicals, few chemicals are harmful to us, and that's why we must avoid using such harmful chemicals in our day-to-day life.